It's the third round of the NIT, and the homestanding Vols trail the Virginia Cavaliers 52-51. They really need a basket, and they're trying to set up Tony White, who's had a great game.
Against the zone, Jenkins with the ball, back to Brooks, 20 feet in the air, the shot, bottom. Brooks a bit off in his performance, but nevertheless, when the money's on the line, a pressure player.
Playing before big crowds is a tremendous amount of pressure, but if you're a competitor, it brings out the best in you.
Tennessee by a point, Virginia steal, that's Tony White jumping in front, and Tennessee collapsing back defensively comes up with a big steal. The Volunteers lead by a point. Keep in mind, the 45-second clock is in effect. Virginia staying tucked back in that zone. Tennessee's going to use all the clock it can with Jenkins and Brooks and White on the outside. There you see, that's the game clock. Tennessee with the ball, fighting the shot clock. And now it's Jenkins to Brooks. Tennessee with about 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's Brooks going to the right side, wants to get inside, nobody there. Brooks, 2 seconds on the shot clock, give it to him! Brooks scores! And Tennessee leads by 3. Virginia will have the basketball. And now the Cavaliers trailing by 3 in a hurry. Tennessee sinking back on defense. The drive, deflection, ball stolen. Tony White. White steals again. He's fouled by Polanese. And the Volunteers have the ball, a 3-point lead. And listen to the fans at Stokely Center.
Playing at home was the best. Tennessee is a tradition-rich school that always has a sellout.
It's over as Tennessee beats Virginia, and the Volunteers win their way to the Final Four of the NIT in New York.
It's the Big Orange and the Big Apple. Yes, it was some year. 22 wins and a berth in the Final Four of the National Invitational Tournament against the field which included Indiana, UCLA, and Louisville. How did it happen? It happened because this 1984-85 team, playing without a celebrated big man, kept coming out of the pack to generate excitement like few teams have seen in recent years. There was a feeling of camaraderie among team members, a feeling that everyone was making a valuable contribution. Senior Kevin Woods may have part of the explanation.
Well, I was fortunate to play at Dunbar High School in Baltimore, Maryland, which happens to be the #1 high school in the country this year. And I think one thing that kept our winning tradition going at Dunbar was the closeness among the players. And when I came to UT, they had that same amount of closeness, and you need that when you get in tight ball games.
So the chances for Tony White to tie, perhaps give Tennessee the lead. Give it to him. Tennessee ties. 9 seconds to go. The score 72-72. Tony White with a chance to give his team the lead. It's scored. Tennessee by a point. The Cajuns with the basketball past that timeline. Here's that 24-footer. It is no good as the buzzer sounds, and Tennessee beats Southwestern Louisiana 73-72.
It was come-from-behind victories over Tennessee Tech, Southwest Louisiana, and Virginia that put the Vols in Madison Square Garden, where they lost to Indiana by a whisker and came back to trounce Louisville 100-84. What did Coach Don DeVoe think of this squad?
This last year's Tennessee basketball team was certainly a remarkable squad. It was the first basketball team that I've ever coached in 14 years as a head coach where all 5 starters averaged in double figures. In fact, it was the only school in the country to have 5 starters to do so.
And each one of the double-figure scorers displayed an interesting dimension. Michael Brooks led the way with deadly long-range shooting. Tony White excited the crowds with his acrobatic drives and his cheerleading. Rob Jones rebounded with anyone in the country. The defensive skills of Fred Jenkins were constantly on display. And Anthony Richardson surprised everyone with his twisting inside moves, despite standing only 6'6". All of these players had many fine moments during the season. Let's highlight some of the year's accomplishments for each.
The 84-85 season produced some mighty big wins. In the month of December, our basketball team was able to beat top-ranked Virginia Tech, a team that was unbeaten at that time.
Jenkins to work it in. Flips the ball to Richardson, back to Jenkins. Jenkins double-teamed in rear court, needs help. Long pass comes in front court to Richardson. Richardson tries to cut through to the basket, instead lays it off with Brooks going to work on Curry. Brooks comes to the top of the key, posting up low. White takes Young through, driving Brooks for a shot. Got his foul. Brooks just whipped Curry. Popping out high comes Tony White. Brooks lobs inside Jones. Back it goes to Brooks. Fakes. Now back to Jones. Head fake. Goes up for a layup. Beautiful move by Jones inside. He's got 9. Tennessee by 1. Tech with the ball. Cross-court pass, Colbert. Colbert makes a drive on Richardson. Under for a shot, deflected away, taken by White. Tennessee a 3-on-1 fast break. White all the way, stops to the free throw line, shot short. Rebound fought for it. It's White who battles for it. Tennessee's got the basketball. White gives it down low. Richardson under for a layup. Richardson scores for the Volunteers as this team is just outbattling Virginia Tech.
Even though we usually had 4 or 5 teams ranked in the top 20 from the SEC, we played exceptional teams outside the conference. One of them I can think of that comes to mind is against Michigan my senior year.
Tarpley quickly back to Grant. Now to Tarpley. He wants to shoot. Fall away 10-footer fake given out for Henderson's left-hander. Short. Rebound Jones. Tennessee with the ball. He throws it to Carter. Carter tips the ball down the right side. Somebody's open. Feet goes under Richardson. Two-hand dunk. Carter gets the ball alive. Puts it under to Richardson, and Richardson stuffs it home. Carter for the ball. They back off. 18-foot jumper. Bottom. He can shoot. And Carter connects from outside. They cannot give him the shot. Brooks for the balls, dancing past the line, looks inside, makes a change of pace, dribble to the right, picked up by Joubert. Looks to Jones, who posts up instead, back to Carter. He'll gun. Bottom! They can't give him the shot. Carter hits from outside. Tennessee leading 57-54. Tennessee will set it up. Brooks guarded on the right side by Grant. Here's the double team. That frees Carter. Carter's the free throw line. Bounce pass goes Jones. Stop! Jones comes open as Carter. Hold the switch. They know he can shoot.
And once again, for the 11th time in the last 12 years, Tennessee beat Kentucky, hitting the Wildcats with a 16-point defeat, their worst loss of the year.
Coming out of a small high school such as I did, I think that was one of my biggest thrills, is coming here at UT and getting to play against the competition that I did. Played against All-American, future pro players.
Not to be, as Brooks comes past the line for the balls. Lobs into the corner to Naylor. Naylor back to White. White pumps. No good. Rebound tip, Jones no good. Naylor goes up, lays it up. Good with Naylor. Naylor on a rebound, and Tennessee leads by 5. He couldn't get free, so Naylor has to pump the ball deep to Brooks. Brooks at the free throw line. Started to work it in. Does Jones all by himself. Dunk! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful feed. Michael Brooks. Jones with 13. Brooks goes to work on Davender. Fires on the right side, White. White holds the ball above his head, thinking about a drive. Now Tennessee looks at the shot clock. 8 seconds to go. They give it to Brooks. Brooks taking Davender low. 18-foot jumper in the air. Bottom! What a play, Brooks. 32 for Brooks. Tennessee by 13. Front court comes. The driver stolen away by Jenkins. Jenkins to White. White's going to take it home. Here's the layup. Bottom! Tennessee's Jenkins forces a turnover. Gets it to White, and White soars for a layup.
Tennessee and Kentucky, one of collegiate basketball's great rivalries. Throughout the years, Tennessee has always played a team brand of basketball in which Coach DeVoe seems to maximize each player's skills.
It goes over to Fairchild. He'll be guarded by White. Bounce pass stolen momentarily by Jenkins. Lost. Stolen by Naylor. Shovel pass White. Will it be a dunk? Bada! Here comes White on a dunk after the steal was affected by front court. Working against the man-to-man. Pass inside. Into the lane comes Jones, deflecting the ball away. It goes to White. White down the left side. Gives to Jenkins. Jenkins under for a layup. That is good, and he's fouled. Fine defensive play there. Out on top by John. Quick hands. Back it goes to John, and a give and go for a layup. No good. Rebound deflected away. Naylor. Tennessee's got a 3-on-2 fast break. The other side. Brooks gives it on the feed. Under it. Stick it for a 3-6 layup. Bottom! Tennessee, a little dipsy-do.
Another similarity that I had at Dunbar and at UT was that we had good players. Not only were the starting 5 good players, but we had good players on the bench. And when you combine those two together, you have a winning combination.
With 4 returning starters and some very talented and enthusiastic reserves willing to improve, and of course an outstanding group of freshmen coming into school, the future certainly looks bright for the Tennessee basketball program. One aspect of UT basketball we are quite proud and excited about is our new arena. It will be the largest on-campus basketball arena in the country. People who have never had the opportunity of being able to purchase Tennessee basketball tickets have told me how much they're looking forward to the 1986-87 season when they will be able to get their first tickets ever. Of course, at that time, they'll be able to be a part of the largest, most supportive, and most vocal basketball crowds in the nation.
My only regret in my 4 years is that I won't be able to play in a new arena, which will seat about 25,000 people.